In order to foster meaningful participation, the document Stand Up, Speak Up and Act emphasized that educators must regularly assess how they involve children and young people, asking how their voices are valued and how participation aligns with goals. Roger Hart's ladder of participation outlines a range of involvement levels, from superficial roles to true collaboration between children and adults and to full empowerment. In the Marist context, the aim is to move beyond the lower levels and strive for higher, more impactful forms of participation where children actively contribute to decision making and shaping their communities. Let's take a closer look at these essential levels of participation. The first three levels of participation, manipulation, decoration, and symbolic participation, represent superficial or token forms of involvement that fail to empower children and young people in meaningful ways. Manipulation refers to children who perform tasks or activities without even understanding their purpose or meaning, often serving adult interests. Their involvement is so superficial and doesn't empower them to have a voice or make decisions. Decoration, on the other hand, refers to children who are physically present in activities but are treated as decorations. They are used to enhance the appearance of the activity without any real involvement or influence in decision making. And this often happens when children are simply added to adult-led events to give the impression of participation. And the symbolic participation refers to children who are given a chance to express their opinions, but only a select few, usually those who are skilled communicators, have the opportunity to be heard. And the impact of their contribution is so minimal, and their involvement doesn't even lead to any real change or influence over decisions. So in all these levels, the core issue is a lack of true empowerment or influence. Now, as Marist, our aim is to move beyond from these levels, the lower levels, and strive for higher, which is more impactful forms of participation. And they are as follows. The assigned but informed. At this level, children are given tasks or roles, but follow an adult structured plan. They are informed about what they need to do and the purpose behind the activity, but have little say in how the activity is carried out. The decision making remains with the adults. Next, the consulted and informed. Children are actively consulted, meaning their views are asked for and they are given information about the topic or activity. However, the final decisions are still made by adults, which means their input is considered but not necessarily acted upon. This will be followed by shared decision making, wherein adults and children work together as equals to make decisions. Both parties have a voice in the process, share responsibility, and contribute to the decision-making process. So this is a more collaborative, democratic form of participation. And this will be followed by initiated by children. Children take the lead in planning, initiating, and carrying out projects or activities. In this level, they may still receive adult support or guidance, but they are in control of the direction and goals. This is a significant shift towards child empowerment with children driving the process. And the last one is initiated by children and shared with adults, wherein children lead projects independently, taking full ownership of the initiative. They collaborate with adults to ensure all perspectives are included and the process is enriched by adult support. So this level reflects the highest form of participation where children are the decision makers and the adults, on the other hand, are helping facilitate broader involvement and resources. I think the call for us is to understand the levels of participation, for it helps us shift from seeing children as passive recipients to empowering them as active leaders. Our goal is to move beyond symbolic participation and create meaningful involvement where children are not only heard but are given the tools and trust to shape their world.